Hi everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel Divine Direction. In this video, we're doing a pick a symbol reading to find out what is potentially holding you back from weight loss and also incorporating some of Spirit's suggestions on how to be more successful moving forward. If you want to take just a couple of minutes and please pick whatever symbol, you can even pick more than one if you want to, that resonates with you. So either the water bottle, the running shoes, or the smartwatch, and find the corresponding timestamps below. Now, as always, this is a general message, so please just take what resonates and leave the rest. Not all of these messages are going to be for you. Okay, and also remember, I am not licensed in any medical capacity, so please, if you're making any decisions to do any major changes in your lifestyle, please consult your doctor first. Okay, so for those of you who have chosen the water bottle, these are the message that I've received for you. Again, not all of these messages are going to be for you, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. So the first thing I'm kind of seeing is that there needs to be a change in the stories that you're telling yourself. So I'm definitely seeing a lack of confidence, and I'm feeling that this maybe a lack of confidence in your ability to lose weight, or maybe you're starting out on your weight loss journey and you're not sure where to start, or you've been on a weight loss journey before and you're not confident that you'll be able to stick with it. Either way, they're just saying to change that story that you're telling yourself because you can do it. You just need the right tools. And so what they're saying in regards to this is start small. So often when we go on a weight loss journey, and I've been on many in my lifetime, we tend to have this all or nothing mentality. It's like, okay, well, I have to drink 8 glasses of water a day, and I have to work out for an hour a day, and I have to eat only vegetables and whatever. It can be different for everyone, but it's like, okay, so all of these big changes in your life and trying to take them all on at one time. And that often makes us quit because it's too overwhelming. There's too many things to remember. There's too many things to do. And I don't know if you've ever tried drinking 8 glasses of water a day. It's not the easiest thing, okay? So your body needs to be adjusted to all of these new things that you're trying out. So what they're saying is start by making one change to your lifestyle. So you might even want to do this as like a 30-day challenge. So start out for the first 30 days and say, okay, this one change that I'm going to make, well, maybe I'm going to drink more water. Don't start off by drinking 8 glasses of water. I don't recommend it. If you're only consuming like 1 or 2 a day, maybe just add in 1 extra, whether it's an herbal tea or whatever, just add 1 extra in and try that for 30 days. And it doesn't have to be for 30 days. You can just try it until you feel comfortable. And then once you feel comfortable with that and it kind of becomes part of your routine, then add more gradually. If you don't normally work out, starting to do half an hour or an hour of cardio, it's just, no, right off the bat, let your body work its way up, okay? So maybe just start by doing 10 minutes or just go for a 10-minute walk. Either way, just take one change at a time, and this will gradually build up. And they're also saying if you are still feeling completely overwhelmed with not knowing what to do or where to start, just ask your spiritual team to guide you along this journey, and they will help you figure out the next steps. Okay? So the next message that I'm receiving for you is that you need to mix up your workouts. So whether you've started your weight loss journey or not, they're telling you to do a variety of different workouts because that's going to spice things up for you. It's not going to get boring. I've done this before where I find an exercise that works and I do it every single day or 5 times a week or whatever. And I get so incredibly bored, and your body gets bored of it too. So try different varieties of exercise. Try biking, try going for a walk, do a workout video. And you can find a large variety of different workout videos on YouTube, whether you want to do weightlifting or maybe try some salsa moves, anything like that. Just look that up on YouTube, and that's a great free resource for you. You're also being encouraged to try yoga and to do some stretching. So whatever that fits with you, definitely do some stretching before you start working out as well. Now, the next message I'm receiving for you is to get enough rest. So whether you're not sleeping enough or you're not resting your body when it's needed, they're telling you you need to make sure that you get some rest. Especially if you're working out, don't try to be working out every single day without resting your body. And you don't have to work out every single day. Everyone's different. But make sure that you're resting your body and getting sleep, because when we're tired, we tend to make unhealthy food choices and we tend to skip our workouts. So make sure you get that sleep, and you're also being encouraged to try meditating to help you relax. The next message I'm receiving is to limit sugary drinks. So if this is you, they're saying to try to limit your soda, juice, and any other sugary beverages like an iced latte and that sort of thing. They're not saying cut it out completely, but limit it. So again, one thing at a time. So if you have a pop a day, try limiting one, like take one out. So instead of 7 pops a week, try 6 and then go from there. If pop is a big thing for you, I would definitely recommend drinking Zevia. It's sweetened with stevia, and that helped me cut down my sugar cravings huge. Now, the one suggestion that they gave you in the reading is actually to start making sassy water. So if you're not sure what sassy water is, you can look for a recipe online, but basically it's water with lemon juice, and it has mint leaves, fresh ginger, and cucumber in it, and it is delicious. And if that's not really your thing, they're also saying that you can try some fruit-infused waters just to help get you hydrated. And I know that not everybody's going to love the taste of water. It can be really boring. So again, spice it up a little bit. Okay, the final message that I received for you was keeping a journal. And I got this in 2 different areas, so I combined them. So I'm seeing that some of you may benefit from releasing emotions like heartache and grief. I'm definitely seeing heartache and grief. So you may have experienced a breakup, or someone may have passed away in your life. And they're saying that these feelings are affecting your progress. So you're being encouraged to start a journal and write out your feelings, get them out. Releasing them is so, so very important. And they're also saying for you to write a food journal. So keeping track of everything that you eat. And when you do this together, that's going to help you discover any emotional triggers or patterns that may cause you to indulge, especially if you're an emotional eater like I am. That's really, really going to help you, because then once you're aware of it, you can stop it, right? Okay, everyone, so that's all the messages that I received for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Okay, for those of you who have chosen the running shoes, so you're getting two very big focuses, and I'm going to talk about them individually. And I think these two are going to be absolutely key for you. So, the first thing that I'm seeing is you need to get clear about what you want. So, when you're starting a goal in life, you may write it down or think it through. What exactly is it that you want? Weight loss is the same thing. So I'm going to say maybe try not to focus on the number, because that's kind of the vibe that they were giving me, and you had it in the cards. So don't focus on the number, but focus mostly on how you want to feel when you're at your goal weight. Okay. And I know I said goal weight, but really when you're at that goal, how do you want to feel? So do you want to feel comfortable in your skin? Do you want to feel confident and strong? Write it out and imagine yourself as feeling those things. Now, also they're saying like focus on maybe some activities that you want to do. Because I know with me, when I was overweight, I was too afraid to go out. Like I didn't want to participate in things. And that really held me back, because I longed to go to the beach. And because I felt uncomfortable in a bathing suit, I didn't want to go to the beach. Well, now I do. And so that's the goal for me. Let's go to the beach. I also, one of the things was kayaking. I loved kayaking when I was a kid. I want to do it again, but I felt uncomfortable because I was overweight. I felt like I wouldn't fit in there. So whatever activities it is that you want to do, whether your weight has held you back from doing them in some way, shape, or form, or it's just something that maybe you would have more confidence to be able to try. So maybe ballroom dancing or that sort of thing. Write these all down and really picture yourself doing them at the end. So how do you want to feel when you're doing these as well? So they're kind of saying like basically have your goal and have reminders of this goal. So this is how I interpret things. When I have a goal, the reminders are kind of like our anchors, right? So an anchor in this case, when a boat is anchored, that's to prevent it from swerving too far, like floating a little too far off course in the water, right? So use your reminders as an anchor. So if we're kind of veering a little bit out of our weight loss journey, nope, we use the anchor. So the anchor can be a photo, it can be affirmations, it could be sitting down and reading our list out loud and just feeling ourselves, feeling confident in our skin, and imagining ourselves kayaking or salsa dancing or doing whatever. And that's going to snap you back, okay? So this is really important. This can also be a song. So maybe there's a motivational song that you just listen to when you feel yourself veering off course. So it's really important to have this focus on where you want to go. Because when you're driving, if you're not focusing on where you want to go, what are you going to do? You're going to swerve into the other lane. This is so, so important, okay? They're also saying that throughout your weight loss journey, focus on how you feel again instead of the number. So this is not only our goal and our success, but remind yourself of how you feel during this process. So maybe now you can walk upstairs without being out of breath. That was one very exciting thing for me. Maybe your clothing is more loose and that feels really good. Maybe you have more energy. Maybe you have more confidence to go out and try different things. So keep track of all those non-scale victories, because that's really going to remind you, hey, you know what? I have come a far way. I've come along this journey and I'm doing well. So it's a good reminder for you as well. Okay, so, and also they're saying try giving yourself non-food rewards. So whether you say, okay, every 10 pounds, I'm going to do something. And it could be really small. Like maybe you buy yourself an expensive body lotion, or you get your hair cut, or maybe you purchase another pair of sneakers or something like that. Really think of things that you would really love to reward yourself, and that will help you along the way and keep you focused, okay? So the next thing that they want you to focus on is your food. So I'm really seeing that some of you are being restrictive with your food. So you may have cut out sugar completely. You may be eating the same foods over and over, and I've done both. It's just when you find food that works for you and it's helping you to lose weight, we tend to keep on that, or we may not know what exactly to eat. And again, with the restrictive though, it could just be that you've heard that eating white potatoes is not good for you, so we cut those out. And I've done them. I cut out nuts and everything, and now I eat both. I just eat them in a smaller portion. So maybe once a week I'll have a potato and I'll enjoy it. And every day I have nuts. I just don't have a large portion of them. So they're really saying, like, don't restrict yourself, because that's not going to work for you. That, to me, when I was restricting myself, that would lead to me binge eating, because my parents might bring something home or someone might have donuts, and then I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to eat those donuts. And there's nothing wrong with eating the donuts. But I'll get to that part, okay? So they're also saying mix up your meals. That will help prevent you from binge eating too, because you're not being bored all the time. So what I do, now I'm single, so this is going to be a little different for some people, but usually maybe on the weekends I'll cook up a big pot of something. It's usually like a soup or a chili, something very healthy, and I'll make a bunch of it. I went out and I bought a ton of Tupperware, especially this is a little far off, but when kids are going back to college, you can get a big pack of them for really cheap. So that's what I did. I stocked up on those. You can always just use empty margarine containers. I use that too. I would fill them up and I put them in the freezer. So then that way, maybe once a week, I can go down there and grab that chili. And I do that every single week so that I have a variety of meals downstairs in our freezer. And that works for me. But that, it might be different for you, but that's just an example, because then that helps me to mix things up. And every so often I add in a new recipe. So it depends on you and it depends on your budget, obviously, but really think about eating a variety of different things. It could just be incorporating more fresh fruit. So if you are only eating apples and bananas, maybe you purchase some strawberries or some pineapple. And I channeled this for you guys, possibly consider eating seasonally. So that's going to really help you with a variety of different fruits and vegetables in your diet. So look that up if that resonates with you, okay? Okay, so they're also saying that there needs to be a balance in your diet. So again, with cutting, if you're cutting a lot of things out, no. So allow yourself to have some indulgences and allow yourself to have some things that you enjoy, but just have it in smaller portions. So I'll give myself like, okay, well, maybe I'll have a few treats this week. So say I have 3 treats, one during the week and maybe some on the weekend. I prefer to have my treats on the weekend. It's going to be different for everyone. And just allow yourself to have those indulgences. During the summer, I like to go to Tim Hortons and I like to get a donut. When my dad and I go out on Saturdays, that is my treat. So You can still eat things, just eat them in moderation. So don't cut them out completely. And I've done this where I cut out sugar completely and I was not healthy at all. My body needed some sugar. So I started to add it back in little bits. So they're just saying, if you allow yourself to have more variety of food and allow yourself to have some of those indulgences, that's really going to help keep you on track. Now, you also received a card for food prep and meal planning. So this is really going to help you to diversify your diet. And I spoke a little bit about how I do my food prep, right? So I make the one meal and I freeze it. Also, say if I have an omelet in the morning, I will cut up the peppers and the mushrooms and I will have that all ready to go. So this is going to look different for every single one of you, but that's what they're saying. And if you, especially if you're doing meal planning, that can help keep you on track. Again, start small. If you're doing anything new, but if you're doing meal planning and you're actually pre-planning your treats, that can help keep you on track too, but only use that as a guideline. So I might plan for having my treats on the weekend, but maybe we go to my grandma's and she's got cake and I'm like, you know what, I want this cake. So things are going to fluctuate and they're going to change, but don't limit yourself in the area of food, okay? Now, the next message that I'm receiving for you is to start a sleep schedule. So I was really coming up in the cards that some of you have been up late reading and you're not getting the amount of sleep that you want or need, I should say. And I'm also seeing that some of you may be binge watching Netflix, which, I mean, as we do, right? So what they're saying is if you create a sleep schedule, that's going to help you get that recommended healthy amount of sleep every night. And that's really going to help you moving forward, because when you're sleep deprived, we are more likely to make unhealthy choices in our eating and also missing out on our workouts. So really try to get a sleep schedule in place so that you're getting all of those wonderful hours of sleep that your body needs. Now, if you have an iPhone, you can easily do that on one of its apps. You could probably even download an app on your phone or just have daily alarms to help you maintain this sleep, okay? Now, the next thing that I'm seeing for you is that some of you may be feeling lonely and need some support. So you may have people around you, but maybe they're on different journeys. Maybe some of them aren't ready for a weight loss journey. Either way, what they're saying is to seek out a support system. So this could even just be going online to weight loss forums, and they can really help you with encouragement and inspiration and guidance. So I've used those many times. And when I was on Weight Watchers, their Connect program was really helpful too, because you can connect with people who are like you, who have similar goals as you, who are going through similar struggles. And it can be really helpful to share your stories with each other, and also seeing their success can help motivate you, and you can trade tips and recipes, which is really, really beneficial. Okay, so that was all I received for your group. I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, not every single one of those suggestions are going to fit for everyone. So just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Okay, so for those of you who have chosen the smartwatch, here are the messages that I received for you. So I'm just going to say, please remember that not every single one of these is going to fit for you. So please take what resonates and leave the rest, especially in regards to the first topic that I'm going to speak about, because this is going to be a small number of you, okay? So the first thing that I was really seeing in this group is that some of you have a lack of support in your life, and that's going to be on your weight loss journey. So I'm seeing that some of you, your partners aren't exactly enthusiastic about your weight loss journey, and some of you, it looks like you may be on this journey together, but maybe they're a little jealous of your progress. For others, maybe they're just not happy with you changing and going through this. It could even just be that they don't like the food that, that you're now consuming, okay? So it's going to be different for everyone, but that's what I'm seeing. And I'm also seeing for some of you that this lack of support could be like a friend or a close family member who's not happy about the growth that you have made. So you may have been on your weight loss journey already. I'm feeling that the growth that you've made, though, is even more than just losing weight. Like, this is an inner growth. There's confidence there. And I just see you kind of embarking into a new, beautiful, wonderful life. And I feel that somebody's a little jealous of this. So you may not be aware of this. And again, please just listen to your intuition, because this isn't going to fit for everyone. But I am feeling that this person may be speaking words of encouragement to you, so you may not be fully aware of that. However, you really need to pay attention to their actions, because I'm seeing that they are trying to sabotage you with food. Now, some of you who resonate with the partner message, I'm feeling that they're trying to sabotage you with food too. Whether they know it or not, I'm seeing that someone is bringing food to you. So the one instance that I saw in the cards is someone's bringing you a birthday cake. And whether it's a birthday cake for you or they just brought one over for someone else's, it's like, it kind of looked like they were rubbing it in your face, like, come on, eat this. You got to eat this. And I've had that before in my life. And I've also seen that maybe someone's leaving like your favorite pie in the fridge, or like they're purchasing something that they know that you like and they're putting it out on display. And again, it could be intentional. It could not be. Like, it really depends on your situation. But whomever is resonating with these messages, it's really important for you to remind yourself why you're on this journey, and don't let anyone else ruin your progress. So if you can, try to set firm boundaries with them that, hey, you know what? I told you guys that I'm on this journey and I'm really trying to be healthy, and this is not helping. So could you please try to not bring things in the house, or could you try to be more subtle about it and that sort of thing? And really just try to keep focused on your goal with that, okay? So for some of you, I'm seeing that you are a very nurturing person and that you take care of everyone. And it's very beautiful. I'm feeling that this person is a wonderful person, but you're not giving enough to yourself either. So we hear about filling your own cup. So you cannot give to others if you don't fill your own cup. It's the same thing on the airplane. You put the oxygen mask on yourself first so that you can help others. You need to come first no matter what. I don't care if you're a mom. I don't care who you are. You come first, because when you're healthy and you have the energy and you're healthy and stable, that's when you can give, and you can give more to people when you give more to yourself. So there needs to be a balance there. And I'm really seeing in the cards that some of you may be caring for your elderly parents. You may be caring for your grandparents. Some of you may work at a nursing home or at a hospital. It could just be that you have children that you're trying to take care of and doing all this other stuff. I mean, especially with COVID and restrictions, having kids at home or having new routines and everything, this can be a lot. So what they're saying is take more time for yourself. You need rest. Rest came up. So you are not sleeping enough. When you rest, even just for a little bit, that helps your body to recharge so that you have more energy so you can help others. So you really need to provide your body with the rest that it needs, or otherwise you won't have anything left to give anyone else. So one situation that I kind of saw in the cards is taking care of elderly parents, and maybe some other family members aren't as helpful as we are hoping they could be. But this is what I received for you. So maybe try asking them for help. I'm also seeing this in a work setting, asking coworkers for help. See, oftentimes people don't know what to do, especially in new situations. So if you have ailing parents, maybe they're not sure exactly what to do. Maybe they're afraid that they're going to do something incorrectly. Maybe they're just not thinking about some really simple things that could happen that they could do. So what I've been shown is that asking for specific tasks. So if you say to them, okay, Amy, could you please go out and grab some food for mom and dad, and give a specific list, and maybe pick up some pasta and pasta sauce or something, whatever it is that they're eating. Asking them, okay, Daryl, could you go please pick up grandma's prescription? John, could you please take out the garbage? Letting them know specific tasks is so key for this, because that helps them be like, oh, okay, all right, I know what to do, and then they can do it, all right? And they even say this, if there's ever an accident, and you're not sure if someone's calling 911, if there's so many people there, they might just assume that someone else has done it. So if you're the first person there and there's other people that start showing up, you say, hey, you in the plaid shirt, can you please call 911? So it's really important to give specific people specific tasks, because then they know exactly what to do, instead of standing around assuming that someone else had taken care of it, or maybe it wouldn't even be in their thoughts to take out the garbage, okay? So really do that. And remember, okay, you are such a wonderful, caring person. You need to give some of that love and support to yourself, okay? And that's really, really important. Okay, so the next message that I'm receiving for this group is that some of you may be having issues with your digestive system, or maybe just that you would benefit from improving your digestion. So one of the ideas that they had given me is food combining for you. So food combining, you can look that up. There's plenty of videos on YouTube about it, and books and articles. But it's basically eating certain food groups together. So because a steak takes longer to digest in your stomach, in your digestive system, it's not recommended to eat that before you eat a salad, which a salad is one of the fastest things to digest, right? So there's different ways to eat that can help you release any bloated feeling, or if you're having a lot of gas and bloating, really look into that. Another thing that they suggested to me for you is to space out your meals. So this could be spacing out your breakfast and your lunch times, but I'm also seeing that it's, say you're having dinner again with the salad, and say we have a potato, and say we have a steak. So when you go to a restaurant, you usually receive your salad first, and then you wait a little bit for your entree to come, right? So eat your salad first, or your veggies first, wait a little bit and then have the potato and then have the steak. So that sort of example. With me, they sometimes had me waiting 15 minutes in between. This is also important to have that space in between foods, because sometimes if we eat everything at once, our body hasn't kind of gone into that digestion mode, and then our body's still telling us we're hungry. But if you just waited 20 minutes, then you would feel that full feeling, okay? So that's what they're kind of saying. If that's resonating with you, if you're having those digestive issues, really look into food combining, because you can feel amazing with that. Okay, and the last message that I received for the smartwatch group is to hydrate. So this is another one that came up. It came up like 3 or 4 times in your reading. So this is a very important message. So they're saying drink more water, but especially lemon water. So again, for those of you who are having issues with your digestive system, adding lemon water or adding lemon to your water or drinking lemon water, especially in the morning, is really going to help you to not only promote hydration in your body, but it will help you and with your digestive system. It just kind of like awakens it. And trust me, I've done this many times in my life. And I usually drink kind of warmer water with lemon, and that really, really is beneficial. It also helps clear your skin for anyone who's looking for that. Okay, so that's all the messages that I received for the smartwatch group. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, not every single one of these things is going to be for you. So really, whatever message you receive from it that resonates, take that and leave the rest. Okay, hopefully I'll see you next video. Bye guys.